Picture the first person who ever did it. They walked up to an animal 10 times their weight. They crouched underneath it. They reached for a part of its body and squeezed, and a warm, white liquid came out. And then they drank it. Think about how insane that is. Nobody had ever done it before. There was every reason to fear it was poison. And yet someone, somewhere, was the first. So what on earth made them try? But this is a genuinely strange mystery. We are the only creature on earth that drinks the milk of another animal. No lion milks a zebra. No wolf milks a deer. Only humans do this. And it is not instinct. Nobody is born knowing how. So it was a discovery made by one person, then taught to everyone else. But it happened long before writing. We will never know their name. What we can do is work out what pushed them to it. Start with the one clue that was always there. The babies. For thousands of years, humans lived beside their herds and watched the same quiet thing every spring. A newborn calf, pushing up under its mother and drinking, getting stronger by the day on nothing else. The message could not have been clearer. This liquid is life. If it can build a calf, maybe it could feed a child. But watching is not the same as trying. The leap probably came by accident. Humans had already tamed sheep and goats and cattle around 10,000 years ago in the Middle East. Not for milk, for meat and skins. Then one day, a mother dies and leaves an orphaned calf. Or a calf dies and leaves a mother aching, heavy with milk, and nowhere to put it. In a moment like that, a hungry human made the connection and took what the calf no longer could. And then came the reason to keep going: hunger. When the crops failed and the hunt came home empty, the herd was still standing there full. And people understood something huge. Kill the animal and you eat once. Milk it and it feeds you again tomorrow. A cow you do not kill is a well that refills itself. Even today, the Maasai in East Africa drink both the milk and the blood of their living cattle, feeding from a beast without ever killing it. But the animal had a rule of her own. A cow or a goat will not simply give up her milk. Her body releases it only for her own baby, when it nudges her to feed. So the first milkers had to outwit her. They kept the calf close, let it start to feed, then slipped in gently beside it. They had to win her trust and rob her at the very same time. Milking was never just a discovery. It was a kind of treaty between two species. And here's what we always get wrong. We picture milking as the obvious next step. Tame the animal, drink the milk, easy. It was not easy. It was strange and clumsy, and the first people who tried it could barely even digest what they drank. It made them cramp and ache, and they drank it anyway, because a food that refills itself was worth a sore stomach. They did not discover milk because they were built for it. They bent their whole world around it until they were. So the next time you pour a glass and drink it without a single thought, stop for just 1 second. You are repeating an act that once took real courage. Thousands of years ago, a nameless, hungry person looked at a huge animal and made a leap no creature had ever made. They reached out, they trusted, and they drank. Every glass of milk since is an echo of that one desperate, brilliant guess. And it turned out they were right. Please subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of videos.